What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more College Football 27. I'm getting ready to start the Notre Dame game. I didn't even notice. I guess it slipped my... I didn't even realize initially that, I guess, for some reason they moved Notre Dame to the first game. Which I thought was weird. That's not how it is in real life. In real life, Miami starts out with Stanford. I mean, that's a good thing for the Dynasty stuff. Anyways, here we go, guys. I'm excited for this. Should be awesome.
In the shadow of the Golden Dome, not far from the Word of Life mural that some refer to as Touchdown Jesus, two programs, and when they get together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
I did add Michigan to the schedule in place.
So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will take the field first. And here comes Darian Mensah. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the triggermen, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets rid of it. Just big tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. That pass not trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
Need to get my head on straight.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Seriously?
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Pressure coming. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Let's see if we can get it to roll in the end zone.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They go right back to it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely shameful.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Play fake. Carr. Complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Carr. Fires downfield.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, shit.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Bro dropped it again.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Wants to return it. There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's a hit, and he never had a chance.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
2nd Notre Dame.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Mensa. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. A run for the quarterback. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that 1st down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you had this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
Snags it and he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nobody's going to bother to be
The
like,
Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking to pass. It's Carr. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Throwing, Carr. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly.
It is a little bit of a cat and mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on 3rd and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. Now you have an opportunity still at a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now back to your game in South Bend. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Tight game as we start in the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running inside, it's Williams. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. Makes a catch. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down.
Good job, man.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Nope, don't. Okay.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fakes to grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. This is a design run. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Took a shot as he threw.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on that section.
Freaking idiot.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5.
That's
It'll
gotta
be
a
third
new
and
thing
short
this
from
year.
their own
Don't let that
33.
happen up
Scanning the field, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Right back to the well. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running the red zone. It's Fletcher. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play...
Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the right. And they're not on the same page there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Carr. Oh, he got loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Oh, wide flipping open.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Carr. Rushes on him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
I think that was a screen play. That was pretty.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Pocket breaking down. Big sack. This defense all 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's Carr to throw. He wants a big play here late. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One more time, it's Brown. Got a little grass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to Brown. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Pringle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Again, it's Brown. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside is 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
It's a little surprising, to be honest. Let's see how we do. So we're at elite facility. We're at the elite facility. I ain't worried about that. How much do you have to give him to be average? 240. Damn. that's going to be it for this one. I'll see y'all in part 3 when we take on State. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.